Right, it is 9 a.m. in the morning, and I thought I gotta make this video because yesterday's one, it kind of made me think, who do we need that can actually make a difference, not just make up numbers in terms of signings and depth and, you know, players coming into the team that can really make a difference, even if players get injured and stuff like that. So I've compiled a five-player list where I think can make a difference. They may not be, the most exciting players. Some are, don't get me wrong, some are very well sought after. Some just make sense. And there's a couple in here that are just inshallah, and let's see what happens, God willing. But yeah, it's not in any order. These are the top 5 signings I think Arsenal should make and could make because we're in a really good spot. We're in a spot where we are Premier League champions, finalists in the Champions League. All these things do have an appeal, and we have been a very successful club in terms of getting players in. Yes, there's been times where Arsene Wenger always has a story. We could have signed Ronaldo, Ibrahimovic, Yaya Toure. The latest one's Mbappe. But don't just forget all that, okay? This is a new era. This is Mikel Arteta's Emirates era. And yeah, let's get into it because I could waffle already without even mentioning the names. But no order whatsoever, okay? Number 5, I think this one, I'm in two minds because one, I'm saying Ezri Konsa as a backup for Saliba. We know he's going to be out for quite some time at least. So that back injury finally caught up with him. France, I don't know, man. I guess representing your country, you got to do it. You know what I mean? But yeah, Ezri Konsa, if the price is right. And I'm saying that, I don't care about fees or none of that stuff. But if we spend too much on a defender, that's mainly for cover for, Saliba, I don't want it to take away from other signings that we could potentially get for the attack and midfield. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why I've kind of put an asterisk next to it. And I'm putting I don't want to say this out loud, but John Stones on a free. Now, this could be one of those things where he plays out of his skin for 1 or 2 games and then goes missing for the rest of his contract. If it's a 1-year contract, I'll be happy with, But, bro, he's Premier League proven. Like, how many trophies he's won with City and all that stuff. I'm not saying he's a starter. I'm saying he's a backup for the backup. Because, in theory, Mosquera covers Saliba like he did last season. And then Stones is there to mop up in like Carabao, FA Cup, those sort of games, and Deadwood's Champions League games, if there is any this season. So that's what kind of makes me think on a free makes more sense than spending so much money on Konsa, which, to be fair, isn't half bad either, because Konsa, we've seen for England, he can play right back, and Villa, he can play right back. So if Mosquera goes in centre back, Konsa can cover centre back and right back, because we don't know about Ben White, how long he's going to be at Arsenal, whether it is for this season, whether it is another season after that, we don't know. So Konsa, for the right reasons and money, could make sense, But John Stones on a free, I mean, we've seen it. He's still got it if he stays fit. It's a big if, but if he does, he's still up there, you know what I mean, in terms of backup and everything else. But yeah, number 4 is kind of a wish and hope kind of thing, because he has sort of dedicated his future to Juve. He's got the number 10 shirt, I think. We've seen an impact he can make off the bench when he starts. And he's so direct that I think this player is what Martinelli should have been and was back in the day. I say 3 seasons ago. Kenan Yildiz, bro. This guy, along with Arda Güler, like, they've been Turkey's stars. And please just don't talk about the World Cup campaign. But even on the eye test, you could see, as soon as he come on for, I think, Barış Alper Yılmaz, I think it is, he was just bap. He was on the defender, on the fullback. And we haven't had a winger like that since peak Martinelli. And I say peak, but his first proper season, I'd say, that's when he was direct. Now, he plays with his head down, he passes back, he tries to run in behind. Trossard was never as direct and powerful and fast. But what he did do was clutch moments, key passes and crosses and all that sort of stuff. So I think Kenan Yildiz could sort of offer us something different off the left, which we haven't had for a while, And yeah, he's great, man. He's fast. Like I said, he's direct. He can finish. Bro, this guy can finish. And yeah, I think the link-up play with a lot of our team, it will just look so good, bro. But I know this is kind of a hope and wish and God willing kind of signing, because it doesn't look like he's going anywhere anytime soon. So, yeah, we can always pray though, bro. We can. Now, the next signing I think Arsenal should make is a bit messy, because he's come out notoriously and said his dream move is to Barcelona. Yeah. And we've been there before with Suarez and everything else from Liverpool before he went. But Atletico, they're not making it easy for him. So they don't want him to go to a rival within the same league. And I get that. That makes sense. But are we sort of hoping this guy comes to us just for the sake of him getting a move to Barcelona later on? Like, we've been there too, you know? Now, this is going to sound weird because I've talked us up quite a lot. Premier League champions, Arsenal, London club, all that stuff. But in this current climate, for strikers especially, can we be too choosy? Can beggars be choosers in this sense? Because yes, we've got Gyökeres. Yes, we've got Havertz. But with Alvarez, bro, we've seen it, man. Even in that World Cup game where that dirty finish, you know, we've seen it for City too, bro. Like, this guy is a killer in front of goal. And as much as Gyökeres has moments and pockets, and same with Havertz, to be fair, I think Alvarez, bro, come on now. Like, we've seen his track record. We've seen what he can do when he's getting a run of games, when he's playing in a good team and everything else. And, bro, him up front. Julian, whatever your name is, your first name, it is Julian. I think he couldn't, bro. The possibilities are tasty, but at the same time, this is a messy one. I don't care about fee for this one because talent's there, you know, proven track records, international, in the Prem, for Atleti. And I just think him up front, come on now. I want him. I'll take him all day, every day. But at the same time, we kind of want players that want to play for the shirt and actually want to come to us and only us for now. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this has been on our radar for ages as well, man. But up front, man, I really think we have to have something up there different to what we have, because Gyökeres, we don't know. He could come good. He could come even better than last season. And he did well for his first season. But I just think to get to that next level, like a Champions League, and to retain the Premier League, which we haven't done, it just makes so much sense. But moving on though, this one hopefully looks like it should be done and could be done anytime soon if things go the way it should. And it's Bruno Guimaraes. And this guy, he just feels like an Arsenal player. Like, he's giving me Xhaka vibes, but a bit more mobile, a bit more technically gifted. I know Xhaka's great on the ball and everything. Good whip, good cross. But I think Bruno can break the lines and he has a decent shot on him when he wants to. He just feels like an Arsenal player right now. An Arteta player. A bit of bite in the midfield. Technically gifted, like I said. A bit about him in terms of character. Doesn't want to lose. He's feisty. We've seen it against us with the elbow against Jorginho. And I think we were even in for him before he went to Newcastle, you know? So there's that as well. Just get it done, bro. Just get it done. They're going to be choosy. They're going to be sort of hot-headed, hard-headed, or whatever it is, because they've lost so many players, you know? They've lost Gordon, Tonali. Probably other players are going to leave too. So, and Isak before that, do you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a tough nut to crack, because 80 million, 90 million, probably what Arsenal want to pay, like, and then I think they're going to be looking at 100 million because he is their captain. He's probably their best player right now. Just pay it. Just pay it, because we need backup for Deckers. We need players with the quality to play alongside him as well, because Zubimendi, his first season, started off great, but, you know, hopefully it's a different story. He's adapted to the league and everything, but Bruno G is a G. Make it happen. Make this happen. The next one is kind of like if we don't get an Alvarez, or if there aren't any other strikers out there, and this is kind of like a long-term thing because of his age, but Kruppi Jr. Bro, you could say this geezer sort of won us their league, because the Bournemouth City game, he turned up, you know, and he has turned up quite a bit this season, bro. He did a number on us, scored a great goal, and we've seen his talent, and he's so raw, he's so fresh, he's young, super young. But we could all see, like, even if he doesn't get a goal, the eye test doesn't lie. And look, there's going to be a number of teams after him, like a Tottenham, like a Villa, like all these teams that need a potent striker for the long term up front. That's sort of Premier League proven already. Do you know what I'm saying? I know he's only had a season, I'd say, or two, where he's actually done his thing, but we could see from a mile away. You watch his movement, you watch his finishing, his athleticism. He's fast, like mobile. All these things from a striker's standpoint with all the attributes we don't have, bro. I think the closest we've had recently is Eddie Nketiah, and I'm not gonna go there. But yeah, Kroupy, that would make so much sense. They're going to want a lot of money. They're in a transition. Obviously, Bournemouth losing their manager, some key players as well. I just think if we're looking to bolster the attack, which we need to do, a Kroupy Jr. could be key to doing that. So let's see, man. But yeah, those are 5 signings that I think Arsenal should make and could make, because I could reel off names like Mbappe, Vinny Jr. with his new chin and everything else. But I mean, realistically, these are the players that I think could make such an impact straight away. Now, off the ground running, you know, just making an impact, whether it is, you know, first team coming in for other players or other competitions, these make the most sense, man. But anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. Who are the signings you would make from my list? Who are the signings you would make from another list, from your own list? Let me know down below. And yeah, more videos like this coming soon, because I want to talk transfers. Me and Cass are going to waffle on a podcast next week. Keep it locked, subscribe, like, hype, all that stuff for that. And yeah, it's been fun. I think we might do a part 2 to this list. Who knows? And maybe a top 5 outgoings list, because, bro, there could be at least 3 top 5s in this list with fringe players and players I didn't even know were still there, but they are. Anyway, like, comment, share, subscribe. Like I said, all that good stuff. And until the next episode, take care.